Thankfulness is something that I feel like most people neglect, including myself most of the time. I feel like with all of the stress and work and other personal issues, it makes it very hard to even think of being thankful. I was lying in my bed trying to fall asleep, then Thanksgiving popped into my head. Thanksgiving is usually the only time I really think about thankfulness, and I've always wondered, why do we only have one Thanksgiving? I know why we have it for the historical reason, but why can't we have a couple of Thanksgiving throughout the year and one huge Thanksgiving just so I can have an easier time thinking of happy things? Plus, having an extra Thanksgiving gives more family time as well, which I do not think most people hang out with their families too much anymore. With stress and other life issues, I always feel the people say things like, I'm not thankful for anything, or I have nothing to be thankful for. And it makes me sad to hear that, but it makes me even more sad that they say that, and I've always just kind of ignored those statements in the past, but I've come to realize something that everyone should be thankful for. On a different note, stick with me, this will all make sense in the end of the video, but I always find it interesting whenever Christmas comes around, and I ask people what they are going to ask for it. Sometimes I hear people say, oh, I'm getting a PS4, or the new Samsung Galaxy, or something like that. My reaction is, wow, that's a bold statement. I'm glad that they have the money and things to afford, and know what they are getting. There's also people who say they are begging and need. For example, I need a PS4. I need the new headphones. I need the iPhone 17. My content is just so good. I do not like the word need because, let's be real, the only thing you actually need in anyone's life is food and water. Everything else you get in life is optional. I personally have tried to stay away from the word need, as to me it's a desperation word, and I don't like to be desperate. I try and be very cautious whenever I say it. Whenever I ask for something that I do not need, I always feel bad whenever I think of the homeless people. I've given my own money in the past to charities and the homeless, but not as much as I feel like I should. I made a commitment with myself that each month I take all the money I earned and figure out what 10% of my earned money is, and donate that 10% of the money. I must say, one thing that I'm thankful for is that my parents have trained me to be more generous. However, I'm personally lacking in that area a little bit. I do not know what homeless is like in other countries or states, but the area that I live in, it has a lot of homeless people. I see people begging all the time on the side of busy streets or in the city, and if you read their signs, it usually says something like, anything helps. They always are appreciative no matter what they get. I'm talking about the homeless people. And if they get money, guess what most of them spend it on? Not the next-gen phone or next-gen system. They spend it on food and water, because that's what they really do need, and that's what they do want, because that's the only way they can survive. And that is probably the only thing they can spend their money on with the little money that they actually receive. Now, why am I mentioning depression, Christmas gifts, homelessness, and food and water, and Thanksgiving? It is for everyone who is not thankful for the things in their life. You should be saying, I am thankful for every positive, optional thing in my life, such as blank and blank, whatever you want to insert there. It should be hard not to be thankful for something, and if you still cannot think of anything to be thankful for, why not be thankful for you being able to watch this video? I do not mean my video, because sounds like I'm really cocky. I mean the fact that you can go on YouTube and have internet access through a device. My point is people seem to overlook the fact that everything they have in life is awesome and great, such as maybe a house or a car and such, and they just focus on the negativity in their life. And negativity, to me, always overrides the positivity. So I guess the whole point I'm trying to get across is focus on the positive side of things. So I hope you all are at least thankful for one thing this year. And if you have a lot of hard times in your life, while it may be hard to do, try your best to fix them, but be thankful for everything that you have. I guess that is all my thoughts on thankfulness. I know there are some people who may not like my commentaries, but I kept thinking about doing this one, and every time I keep thinking of the same thing over and over again, I eventually do it. So that is why I decided to post this video. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really truly am thankful for you watching, and whether you are American or not, happy Thanksgiving.